Guys, M3GAN flopped. M3GAN did not do well. Okay, so I know I'm a little late to the party, and people like I don't even care. It came and went. Let's move on. But I think there is something interesting to discuss here. So let's look at this. So, M3GAN unfortunately flopped at the box office. If you guys don't know, I think this is the total right now at 22. Man, it's been out for like a week now. A week. Okay, to put it in perspective for you, the first M3GAN movie on opening weekend made $30 million. For a Blumhouse movie, that is bank. That is Marvel money. That is awesome for them because Blumhouse movies usually cost 10 million, 5 million, you know, if they really want to go crazy, 20 million. But that's reserved for like FNAF or something like that. M3GAN made 30 million on its first weekend, and then it went on to make like 94 total worldwide. M3GAN opening weekend of this M3GAN 2.0 made 10 million. So a third of that. And even right now, being a week and a half in, it's still basically only made to 22. And there's been some interesting repercussions with this because even Blum, Jason Blum, the head of Blumhouse Studios, has been doing podcast interviews and talking about, yeah, we messed up. This is a disappointment. We're sad about it. We thought we could be clever and change up the genre of M3GAN. He even compared her to Superman. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, M3GAN was a hit, man, but she wasn't no Superman. Let's see if I can find the quote where Jason Blum was saying all that. I was like, he said Jason Blum gets real about why M3GAN 2 failed. We all thought M3GAN was like Superman, which whatever that means, Jason Blum. And okay, there is some more interesting behind the scene things of why I think M3GAN flopped. So I didn't know this about the movie, and it definitely would have changed my mind going in because you know me. I walked out enjoying the movie. I thought it was entertaining. It's not as good as the first. It's a little weird, slower, or whatnot, but I had fun. I think M3GAN as a character herself is really entertaining to watch, super hilarious, and I was just in it for the crazy ride to see how they'd switch genres. With that said, though, I found out that the writer of the first movie, now this is a rumor, but I pretty much believe it. The writer of the first movie, IMDb, that's where we go, who is someone I really think is underrated and I respect a lot, Akela Cooper. She works with James Wan a lot, and she has written movies like Malignant, M3GAN. She did The Nun 2, which was slightly better than The Nun, but Nun 2 was still not that great. Either way, I do like her writing style because I think she comes up with really unique premises for horror movies and has fun. She also did that one, I don't know if you guys ever saw it, called Hellfest. It's a really fun movie about a guy who's a serial killer that decides to go to like a Halloween Horror Nights type of place, almost Six Flags, during Halloween and start killing people. That was a really fun movie. I wish it got more love and attention so we could get a sequel. So apparently, so she made the screenplay and the story for the first movie, and she wanted to do the second movie and keep it in the horror route. But Jason Blum and them, they didn't want to. They didn't like it, so they fired her. They still have to give her credit with M3GAN 2.0 because she created the character. But as you can see, she didn't get the screenplay there. And I was like, oh, okay. So the interesting part about all this to me is, okay, why did M3GAN flop? I think it really does have to do is we continue to undermine the horror audience. I think that first M3GAN movie, although it was also a comedy and a little silly, it still had that horror vibe. It had those kills, it has those thrills. And dude, horror fans just want to see some good stuff. We might not always be giving movies Marvel money or making millions and millions of dollars, but when we find something entertaining, oh, dude, we'll go back. And I think there was a lot of horror fans that were betrayed when M3GAN 2.0's trailer came out, the vibe of it, the new direction, that a lot of them said, bye-bye, no thank you, no grazie. And I think it's going to be a lesson learned for Blumhouse to stay in their lane, continue on into the horror route, and not stray too far from it. So, let's see here. Yeah, it's probably the horror disappointment. It was really dumb and silly Terminator 2 type movie. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that interview too where she like goes off on the FNAF, but it was just a playful, fun interview. It was nothing to take seriously. And so I just thought that was interesting. And they've talked about wanting to do like 5 of these movies. From the interviews and the sounds of Jason Blum, it sounds like this is the end of M3GAN. It sounds like we're not getting M3GAN again. They might try again if it's like a Maw 2 or a Happy Death Day 3 situation where enough fans consistently talk and barrage Jason Blum about it for the next 5-10 years, he'll find a way to bring M3GAN back. But I think the coffin is closed. And man, it just sucks. It was even just more interesting that Jason Blum was like so open to be like, yeah, we fucked up. Oh well, gotta move on. Apologies for cursing. Superman should never curse. Forgive me, family friendly gods. That's just how mad I am about M3GAN flopping. But it was surprising, dude, because I had it on my bucket list that M3GAN would like make a still good amount of money, and I thought she was still gonna make so much more with that crazy trailer that people would be into it. I was wrong. I was really wrong. But you guys let me know your thoughts on that.